Welcome back to Let's Read Judge Dredd. Today's episode I don't have a name for, so here we go.
Mechanismo is back and it's here to stay. That's right. Shock statement from the Chief Judge's office. As of midnight tonight, robot judges will once again be patrolling our streets. The robots, now with the redesigned body and upmodded armament, will initially be deployed in the city's major trouble spots, tackling jobs considered too hot for normal judges to handle. The Chief Judge's office stressed that there is no possibility of a repetition of the violence and bloodshed which marred the introduction of the Mark I model. However, rumor, certain high-ranking officers within the department have strongly opposed the introduction of the robots, and a delegation of senior judges is believed to be meeting with the Chief Judge Magruder before she departs on her forthcoming tour of the colony Hista.
Who have we? The delegation. Who have we? Straight head of the Psi Division. We suppose you know the outcome of this meeting already. There's no need to be facetious, Chief Justice. Niles, Special Judicial Squad, my head judge watcher. Time to turn on the boss, Raj? I'm just doing my job as I see it. It's essential for our ranks to be kept pure. Indeed. Senior Judges Hammond, Polanski, Plasky, and Hershey, this must be serious to bring you in off the streets. Hopefully this won't take long, Chief Judge. And Dredd, our old friend Dredd. All that's missing is Anderson, our temperamental telepath. Where's Anderson? Anderson left the force some months ago, madam. Yes, we were forgetting. Gone, AWOL. Still, quite a little gathering. To what do we owe this honor? We want you to reappoint the Council of Five, Chief Judge. There we have the conspiracy uncloaked. Crazy old Magruder appoints a council, council votes out that crazy old Magruder. That's it, isn't it? No, Chief Judge, that's not the idea at all. Sounds like that to us. Yes, that's just what it sounds like. I support you personally, Chief Judge. Don't get me wrong. I'm 100% behind your administration, but there's certain amounts of disquiet in the ranks. Your decisions are getting erratic. The force deployments are chaotic. Morale shot to hell. There's gotta be a check. The Mechanismo program has been a total disaster, even with your improved Mark IIs when your improved Mark IIs failed the test. You think so? The pressures of the job will get to anyone, Chief Judge. Surely it's time for you to sit back a bit. Let some of us carry the load. You've learned to rest. And it, have we? And what about you, Dredd? You know my views. You're dangerously unbalanced. You have to go. Yes, you've made that quite plain. We respect you for it. You're sadly misguided, but we respect you. But the others, Yes, you've come to us with your weasel words and your declarations of support all the time, stabbing us in the back. Which one of you will take our place, eh? You, Hershey? Oh, don't look so aggrieved. We've all heard the rumors. Or maybe you, Dredd, Mr. Upright, Mr. Play It by the Book. Yes, who better than you? Everybody knows you're cleaner than clean. You never make mistakes. Dredd would have my support, and mine. But who becomes chief judge is immaterial at this point. So long as you go. Always get the right answer, haven't you, Joe? Oh, was that Dredd? Who becomes chief judge is immaterial at this point, so long as you go. Always get the right answer, haven't you, Joe? Well, maybe not always. Let me tell you about your Mr. Clean. Bring in Stitch. You all remember Stitch, former head of the Mechanismo Project, went crazy too. Only not as crazy as one of you thought. Tell them what happened to you in the sewer, Stitch. You mean now? Now. It killed number 5. Who killed it? The Mark II robot. Fred called out, told it to stop, but it didn't listen. It blew number 5 apart. And then Dredd shot the Mark II. Pointing a firearm at a judge is a serious offense. You're no judge, pal. Not in my book. Afterwards, Dredd told me number 5 had killed the Mark II. And for a while he had me believe in him. But it isn't true. I know what I saw, Dredd. Dredd just wanted to make the Mark II look bad so the chief judge wouldn't put them on the streets. We found it suspicious, the Mark II coming off second best to its weakened opponent. We've been working on Stitch ever since. Took a while to get the facts, but we're nothing if not persistent. Is this true, Dredd? Yes. Criminal deception, not to mention destruction of Justice Department property. Serious offenses, Joey boy. We're going to have to ask for your badge and your lawgiver. Dredd, don't. You did what you did because you had to. None of us blame you. Don't even think it. These Mark IIs may look friendlier, but they're very loyal to their chief judge, unlike some we could mention. Don't worry. I have no intention of resisting. If you're what the Justice Department has come to, I want no part of it. I arrest you in the name of the law. There you have it, your choice for chief judge, a common criminal. And so much for your delegation was that there was never anything wrong with the Mechanismo. We were right and you were wrong. And now, what do you have to say now, eh? Nothing, we thought so. We'll be leaving for the colony later today. Dredd may as well come with us. We can drop him off on Titan on the way back. In the meantime, we'll be leaving Greel in charge. We expect you to give him your full cooperation. That is all. Dismissed. I said dismissed, Hershey. And we would advise you to seriously consider your future in this department.
Shock news! Judge Dredd under arrest. Yes, Dredd, the city's best-known figure of law enforcement, earlier today confessed to the falsifying of evidence on the controversial Mechanismo program. He is tonight being held aboard Justice 4 and en route to Hacia, where the Chief Judge Magruder is to carry out an official visit, with the final destination being the penal colony on Titan, a sound end to the city's most feared and revered lawmen. Meanwhile, the Mechanismo series robot judges, which Dredd was rumored to strongly oppose, begin duties on our streets. Our roving cam got this dynamic footage.
From the Journal of Judge Laverne Callisto. When we come down from warp speed, Hestia was filling the viewports. I know we aren't judges. We are judges, aren't supposed to have any emotions, but never mind, let them show. But I was quaking with excitement. I was sure old Magruder noticed. Another black mark to Callisto. But come on, what does she expect? It's not every day we set foot on the 10th planet. Good Christ, how long is this? Pardon me, guys. In the year 2009, the Hubble 2 telescope discovered Hestia, hitherto undetected because of its the eccentric angle of its orbit and the slow orbital velocity, which brought it close to the Earth only once every few thousand years. The planet's discovery set off wild speculation about the death of the dinosaurs and the fall of Atlantis and similar matters. Of great interest to the scientific community, analysis of the Hubble data indicated the presence of water and a viable atmosphere, smaller than Earth, but only 112 million miles from the Sun. At its closest point, there was a strong possibility of life on Hestia. Later, manned probes discovered it existed in abundance. In 2051, the first colonists arrived. It's Judge Dredd. Hey, he's in handcuffs. It's true. They're sending him to Titan. Judge Dredd, can I have your autograph? Me. Honey, get a picture. Step aside, please. Step aside, please. You're on a Justice Department ship. Act like it. Get the bag to your seats and keep quiet. How long have you been out of the academy, Callisto? 3 months. And on staff already. What's the matter, fouled up? I lack confidence, sir. Figured as much. Well, suppose you're safer here than out on the streets. Fred's got a voice like a saw scraping on bones. Your bones. When he speaks, you obey. He bawled out some civilian passengers on the way to a meeting with the Chief Judge Magruder and probably left them with mental stress for the rest of their lives. A very scary guy. All the same, there's something incredibly attractive about him. When he hits me with that disapproving growl, I start getting weak in the knees. Grud, stop it. I am not getting a crush on Judge Dredd. I'd have to be crazy. Imagine if Magruder found out about that one. We can do without the cuffs, Callisto. Yes, Chief Judge. Shouldn't have paraded him about like that in front of civilians. Bad form. I'm sorry. These new judges, just kids, rushing them out into the streets too damn quick. Still, We have the solution now, don't we? Take a seat, Joe. I'll stand. Sit, that's an order. As you wish. Well, here we are. This is nice, just like old times out in the cursed earth. Roosevelt, do us the honors. We thought names better than numbers for the Mark IIAs. More citizen-friendly, don't you think? How did we get ourselves in this situation, eh? You think we want to send you to Titan? Hell no. We've been through too much together. You're a good man. Our best. We don't want to lose you. Bad guy. Little trick we taught him bound to impress the Hicks on Hessia. That's what it's come down to, cheap tricks. An unfortunate necessity. The mechanismal program has been costly. A healthy order book would do wonders to restore the balance. The Mark IIAs could turn into major earner for the city. Economics, Joe, numbers on the spreadsheet. That's the side of the job you know nothing about. You've always avoided it. You don't understand the pressures. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We understand what you did. Why you did what you did. You believed the mechanismal program was a mistake. Falsifying test results was the best way of delaying it. You acted from the best of motives. We accept that. All we ask is you accept we're acting for the best too. You know where I stand. No machine can be given the power of life and death over a human being. But why? Face facts, Joe. There's no logical reason why. A robot can't make life or death decisions as well as any of us. Better. Your case proves it. You broke the law. The robot didn't. And what happens when they start making decisions about us? You got the wrong end of the things. They're our servants. They're not our masters. Just another tool in a law enforcement bag. We control them. Isn't that right, Roosevelt? I exist only to serve the chief judge. You won't change my mind, Magruder. Give machines the power over people, and you're taking the first step down a very dangerous road. Your continued support for the program is only one of your many lapses of judgment. Your mental faculties are deteriorating. If you really care for the city, you'll resign before you do any more damage. Same old Dredd. Never give an inch, do you? Damn it, do you want to go to Titan? Do you want them to turn you into a freak? We're offering you a chance, out of the goodness of our heart. All we're asking is for a little cooperation. Is that too much? Here's your badge. Go on, take it. We'll wipe the slate clean. Say no more about this. Everyone's entitled to one mistake. I said take it. You have my word. I'll never pin that badge on again as long as you're chief judge of Mega City 1. That's the way you want it? Well, you can take the consequences. We've gone out of our way to make allowances for you, Joe Dredd, but no more. You'll rue the day, you hear? Callisto, get him out of my sight. And put the cuffs on him. I hate to say it, but I think Dredd's right. The chief judge mood swings are getting worse. She changes from decisions from day to day about things she hasn't changed her mind on. The only thing she hasn't changed her mind on is Mechanismo. Now those things, they're really scary. The trouble is, with the Council of Five disbanded, there's no actual mechanism for removing the chief judge. The one person who could have someday who could have done something is Dredd. If he'd given the word, most of the department would have been behind him. But his code wouldn't let him take the first step. So now he's on his way to Titan. It's a funny old world. Anyway, I'm just a lowly greenie and what do I know? Shouldn't be thinking critical thoughts about my chief judge. Obedience, obedience, they drummed it into us at the academy. Ours is not the reason why. An arrival from the old world was a rare event. Oh, come on, how long are we going on this one? That's the Mega City 1 Chief Judge. 400 million people they got there. Rah, zog. Evander Cross, colony governor. This is an honor, Chief Judge. The pleasure's ours. What's the matter with their eyes? Red pigment in the air. Harmless. If we stayed long enough, we'd go the same way. This chubby do-good's our chief of police. We don't have much of a crime problem on Hessia, Chief Judge. Large or small, Chief Dogwood, I have the answer. Quite. From the Journal of Judge Loving Callisto. From the moment I set foot on the planet, I felt something strange. A sense of gloom and foreboding. Of things closing in on us. No, that's not quite right. It's more a feeling of being repelled, pushed away. Like when you ride into a bad neighborhood and you know you're not wanted. You can feel the atmosphere. Weird. Maybe it's all down to the Hessian weather, which frankly stinks. It's not like the American frontier, Chief Judge. We don't have the might of Earth's industries behind us. We're on our own here. It's not viable to import any but the most essential machinery from Earth. Everything else we must make. These people have a grim lot. It's understandable. Hessia hasn't given anything up without a fight. Even the manufacture of something as simple as this nail, we had to establish several primary industries. Obviously, with our small numbers, there's a limit to what we can do. Earth's solutions, Earth's problems. It's a big planet, Callisto. A little pollution won't hurt. On the way back from the industrial complex, the sky behind us turned blood red. I could see lightning bolts cracking down. Firestorm coming. It's high season for 'em. Looks like a bad one. Make speed. Everyone in the settlement was running for cover. Hurry, this way. It's like no lightning I ever saw. Liquid fire. Cases! Viceroy, come back! Where it struck, it flowed, forming streams, merging into others until the streets were awash. Can't leave them. It's all we got to remind us. Oh, God. One settler got caught in it. He never had a chance. Viceroy! Oh, it's Vinceroy. Vinceroy! There's nothing you can do for him. He was one of the civilian passengers on the journey. I remember him. The storm passed. Fire seemed to seep away into the soil within minutes. It was safe to go out. All this way for this, I grunt. Poor devil. But the animals, they stood out in it. The lopers doesn't seem to bother them. Like most of the native species, scientists figure they have some secret sort of chemical barrier. Hestian vegetation's the same. We lost every crop that first year till we changed over to growing native plants. A lot of settlers starved. In the early days, seems like the whole planet was against us. Still seems that way sometimes. Right from the start, the colony seemed jinxed. Crops failed, diseases ravaged the population, every imaginable disaster struck. Robot incubators failed, and 10,000 human embryos brought by the expeditionary party. Of the 10,000 human embryos brought by the expeditionary party, only 100 survived. Even today, 65 years after the first settlement, the population stands at barely 17,000. If it wasn't for the occasional visits from Earth, it might have died out altogether. Okay, you know what? We're calling this a break point because they don't seem to be putting any breakpoints in. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join us again next time. Until then.